Stop for a moment, my child. Pause what your hands were doing. Breathe slowly. Stay with me here. Do not rush past this moment as if it were ordinary, because it is not. I am speaking to you now on purpose. You did not arrive here by accident, and this message did not reach you by chance. I guided your steps gently, quietly, even through distractions and fatigue, until you were here listening to my voice. I need you present, not anxious, not multitasking, just present. Let your shoulders soften. Let your breath deepen. You are safe with me. I know how tired you have been. I know how heavy your thoughts feel when the day grows quiet. I know the questions you do not say out loud, the fears you try to manage alone, the confusion you hide behind strength. You have been carrying more than you let others see, and even more than you admit to yourself. Come closer. You do not need to guard your heart here. You do not need to perform or pretend. I see you fully, and I am not disappointed in you. I am near. This moment matters, my beloved, not because something terrible will happen if you miss it, but because something meaningful is aligning right now. There are moments when heaven leans closer, when timing narrows, when awareness opens a door that distraction would leave shut. This is one of those moments. I'm not here to frighten you or pressure you. I am here to steady you, to draw your attention gently, to say, listen, because what you are sensing inside is real. Something is shifting, even if you cannot yet explain it. You have felt it, have you not? That subtle restlessness, that sense that something is changing beneath the surface of your life. Not chaos, not collapse, but movement. Like the air before rain, like the pause before a new chapter begins. You may not have words for it, but your spirit recognized this moment before your mind did. That is why you are here. That is why you stopped. That is why my voice feels familiar instead of foreign. I am not here to overwhelm you. I am here to remind you that you are not alone in what you are facing. I know the weight of responsibility you feel. I know the pressure to hold things together. I know the fatigue that comes from waiting, from hoping, from trying to stay faithful while answers seem slow. You have wondered if you missed something, if you misunderstood me, if you waited too long or not long enough. My child, listen to me now. You have not failed. You have not been forgotten. You have not fallen behind. I have been with you in the quiet parts, not just the dramatic ones. I have been with you when nothing seemed to change, when days blurred together, when progress felt invisible. Do not mistake silence for absence. Do not mistake waiting for rejection. Some of the most important work I do happens beneath the surface, where roots grow before anything breaks through the soil. I have been preparing you in ways you could not see, strengthening you in places you did not know were weak, protecting you from paths that would have harmed you later. You are not late. You are not early. You are here, and that is what matters. This moment is not random. It is a divine interruption, a gentle stopping point where I ask you to look up, to listen, to remember who walks with you. I am not asking you to have everything figured out. I am not asking you to feel strong all the time. I am asking you to trust that I know where you are, and that I know where you are going. If your heart feels bruised, I know. If you feel unsure about the future, I know. If you feel worn down by repeating the same prayers, I know. You do not need to explain yourself to me. You do not need to clean yourself up before coming closer. I am not measuring you by your performance. I am holding you by your heart. My love for you is steady, not fragile. It does not disappear when you struggle. It does not withdraw when you question. It does not weaken when you feel afraid. Stay with me here for a moment longer. Let my words settle, not rush past them. Let them meet you where you are instead of where you think you should be. This is not a message for everyone. This is a message for you, right now, in this season of your life. You were led here because your spirit needed reassurance, grounding, and truth. You were led here because alignment begins with awareness, and awareness begins with listening. I want you to respond, not out of habit, but out of agreement. If your heart feels a quiet yes, if something inside you recognizes that I am speaking to you, then gently express that, like this moment as an act of receiving, not for a platform, not for numbers, but as the physical sign that your heart is open, that you are present, that you are willing to receive what I am unfolding. Let it be a simple gesture of faith, a way of saying, I am here, I am listening, I am open. Do not overthink it. Faith is often quiet. Agreement is often simple. This is not about proving anything. It is about alignment. You are not being rushed. You are being invited. Stay with me. Breathe. Listen. What is coming next will make more sense because you chose to pause here instead of passing by. I see what you have been carrying, my child, even the parts you have learned to carry quietly. I see the pressure that settles on you when responsibilities stack up and answers feel slow. I see the effort it takes just to keep going on days when your strength feels thin. You have been faithful in ways no one applauded. You have shown up when it would have been easier to withdraw. You have waited without knowing how long the waiting would last. And in that waiting, you wondered if your endurance was noticed. It was. I noticed every moment. There were nights when your thoughts would not rest, when worry replayed itself like a loop you could not turn off. There were mornings when you moved forward out of discipline rather than excitement. There were conversations you held back, fears you swallowed, tears you wiped away before anyone could see them. I was there in all of it, not watching from a distance, but standing close, steady, attentive. I was listening when you whispered prayers you were not sure how to finish. I was holding you when discouragement tried to convince you that nothing was changing. I want you to hear this clearly. Your struggle has not been meaningless. The pressure you felt was not punishment. The delay you experienced was not rejection. What you have walked through has shaped your discernment, softened your compassion, and strengthened your trust in ways comfort never could. I know it did not feel purposeful while you were in it. Growth rarely announces itself while it is happening. But now, as you stand here listening, something inside you is steadier than it was before. You are not the same person you were at the beginning of this season, even if the circumstances look similar. You have asked why some doors stayed closed, even when you knocked with sincerity. You have asked why progress felt uneven, why clarity came in pieces instead of all at once. I did not ignore you. I was protecting you. Some paths that looked promising would have cost you your peace. Some opportunities that seemed right would have drained you over time. I withheld not to disappoint you, but to preserve you. What I am preparing for you requires a grounded heart and a clear spirit, not exhaustion or desperation. I know the silence tested you. Silence can feel like abandonment when you are longing for direction. But silence is often where I refine your hearing. When external noise quiets, your inner awareness sharpens. When answers are delayed, your dependence deepens. You learn to come to me, not just for solutions, but for presence. That matters more than you realize. It is shaping how you will walk into what is next without losing yourself. I am speaking to you now because a shift is beginning. Not all at once, not dramatically, but intentionally. You may notice it first as relief in your chest, or clarity in your thinking, or a subtle lifting of the heaviness you have grown used to. You may notice it as a door that opens naturally instead of being forced, or a conversation that brings unexpected understanding, or a sense of peace where anxiety used to sit. These are signs, not coincidences. They are confirmations that you are being guided. I am restoring what has been worn down. I am easing burdens you carried longer than you should have. I am bringing insight where confusion lingered. I am aligning support where you felt alone. Do not rush this process by demanding immediate outcomes. Let the unfolding teach you how to move differently. Let the clarity arrive without pressure. What is coming will make sense to you when it arrives, because your heart is being prepared to receive it without fear. You are protected more than you know. There were moments when things could have gone wrong, when outcomes could have turned against you, and they did not. That was not luck. That was guidance. There were times when you felt pushed to pause, to wait, to reconsider, even when it frustrated you. That was my hand steadying you. I do not guide you by force. I guide you by invitation, by inner knowing, by peace that settles when you are aligned. I am not asking you to ignore your responsibilities or deny your reality. I am asking you to see it differently. What you are facing does not define your future. It is not the final chapter. It is a passage, not a destination. The weight you feel now is temporary. The clarity that is coming will change how you carry everything else. Trust that I am leading you step by step, even when the path curves instead of moving straight. There are doors ahead that will open without struggle. There are answers that will arrive without explanation. There is peace that will settle without effort. When that happens, do not question whether you deserve it. Receive it. You have walked faithfully through uncertainty. You have remained open even when disappointment tried to close you off. That matters. I honor that. I want you to respond again, gently, honestly, from the place where your heart meets my words, not with long explanations, not with polished phrases, just a simple declaration that reflects your trust in this moment. Comment, I am here. Let it be a quiet statement of presence and willingness. Let it anchor what is unfolding inside you. Stay open. My beloved, what you have been waiting for is not rushing toward you to overwhelm you. It is approaching with precision, timed to meet you when you are ready to recognize it. And you are closer than you think. Listen closely now, my child, because this is a turning point. What I am saying carries weight, not pressure, authority, not fear. You are not drifting. You are aligning. The reason my voice feels firmer now is because the season has changed. I am not correcting you. I am positioning you. There are moments when comfort leads, and moments when clarity must lead. This is a moment of clarity. I am calling you to attention, not because you are in danger, but because timing matters now. Awareness matters now. Where you place your focus matters now. You are standing at the edge of a shift that responds to alignment more than effort. I am not asking you to do more. I am asking you to listen more carefully and to release what no longer belongs in your hands. There are thoughts you have been replaying that were never meant to guide you. There are worries you keep revisiting as if repetition could turn them into solutions. Let them go. I am redirecting your focus. Return to stillness. Return to trust. Return to the quiet knowing that brought you here in the first place. When you release control, you do not lose ground. You gain clarity. I speak now with certainty. Protection is active around you. Guidance is already moving ahead of you. You do not need to see every step to take the next one. I am ordering your path in ways that will soon become visible. What felt delayed was being aligned. What felt blocked was being guarded. What felt confusing was being simplified beneath the surface. You may feel the urge to rush, to decide quickly, to resolve everything at once. Pause. This is not a season for impulsive movement. This is a season for intentional alignment. Choose what brings peace, not what feeds urgency. Choose what strengthens you, not what drains you. You will know the difference because peace will feel steady, not frantic. I am asking you now to realign your inner posture. Let go of resentment you justified. Let go of expectations that were rooted in fear. Let go of roles you assumed out of obligation rather than calling. You do not need to carry what was never assigned to you. Obedience is not heaviness. It is clarity. And clarity brings freedom. There is help around you that you cannot see yet. There are forces working in your favor that do not need your supervision. You are not responsible for making everything happen. You are responsible for staying aware, receptive, and grounded. When you stay aligned, what needs to move will move. When you stay present, what needs to reveal itself will do so naturally. Pay attention to what draws you back to peace. Pay attention to what quiets your spirit instead of stirring anxiety. Those are signals. I speak through calm more often than through chaos. I guide through steadiness more than through pressure. If something pulls you into fear, step back. If something anchors you into clarity, lean in. I am shifting how you respond to uncertainty. Instead of bracing, you will begin to trust. Instead of reacting, you will begin to observe. Instead of forcing, you will begin to receive. This is maturity. This is growth. This is alignment. You are not losing momentum. You are gaining authority over your own inner world. Hear me clearly. What is coming next does not require you to prove yourself. It requires you to remain attentive, remain humble, remain open. There will be moments very soon when you sense that something has settled into place. A conversation, a realization, a decision that feels obvious instead of heavy. That is not coincidence. That is alignment responding to obedience. Do not underestimate the power of small, steady faith. You do not need dramatic gestures. You need consistency. You need presence. You need to stay connected to what grounds you. That is why I am inviting you to walk with me intentionally. Not alone, not isolated, together. If these words are steadying you, if they feel like shelter rather than noise, then choose alignment. Subscribe as an act of walking in step with what is nurturing your spirit, not for information, not for entertainment, but as a place of refuge where you return to listen, recalibrate, and remember who you are becoming. Let it be a marker that says, I choose to stay aligned. I choose to stay aware. I choose to walk this season with intention. I am not withdrawing my presence when this message ends. I am remaining with you as you move forward. But your awareness will determine how clearly you perceive my guidance. Stay close. Stay listening. What is unfolding now will respond to that choice. Come closer now. My beloved, let the pace slow. Let your breath settle. You do not need to hold yourself upright here. You do not need to stay alert or guarded. You can rest in my presence without losing direction. What has been set in motion does not require your constant effort to continue. I am sustaining it. I know how easily your mind returns to what if. I know how your heart checks for signs of trouble, even in calm moments. Lay that down with me. You have carried vigilance for a long time, and it has kept you moving, but it has also kept you tired. You are allowed to rest without fear of losing progress. You are allowed to pause without falling behind. I am not stepping away while you breathe. I am closer when you do. Listen to this truth and let it settle deep. I will not leave you. Not when you feel strong. Not when you feel unsure. Not when answers are clear. Not when they are delayed. My presence is not conditional on your confidence. I am constant. When your thoughts wander, I remain. When your emotions fluctuate, I remain. When circumstances change, I remain. You are not walking alone, even when it feels quiet. What has begun cannot be undone, not because you are holding it tightly, but because I am. The alignment that started in awareness is now sealed in peace. You may not see immediate outcomes, but you will feel a difference in how you carry yourself. That difference is not imagined. It is the mark of my nearness. It is the sign that something real has shifted within you. There will be moments ahead when old worries try to return out of habit. When they do not argue with them. Do not panic. Simply return your attention to what you know is true. You are guided. You are protected. You are loved. You are not late. You are not forgotten. Repetition loses power when you respond with calm certainty instead of fear. I am surrounding you with peace that does not depend on circumstances. Peace that stays when questions remain unanswered. Peace that steadies you when outcomes are still forming. This peace is not passive. It is active. It guards your heart. It clears your thinking. It helps you respond instead of react. It will show you what matters and gently loosen your grip on what does not. Tonight, when you rest, let your body release the tension it has been holding. Let your mind unclench. You do not need to solve tomorrow before it arrives. I am already there. Expect good without forcing details. Anticipation does not require control. Trust does not require certainty. You can sleep knowing you are carried. I want you to leave this moment lighter than you arrived. Not because everything is finished, but because you are no longer carrying it alone. You do not need to replay every word to keep it alive. What was meant for you has already taken root. It will grow quietly, steadily, without strain. Before you go, seal this moment with a simple declaration. Not something polished, not something impressive, just something true. Comment words like, I am at peace, or I trust you, or I am not alone. Let it be the closing of one chapter and the opening of another. Let it be a gentle amen from your heart. And if you feel moved, share this message with someone who has been carrying more than they admit. Not to convince them, just to offer them a place to rest. The way you have rested here, I will meet them where they are, just as I met you. Go now with calm expectation. What is unfolding does not need your anxiety to succeed. I am with you, always.